There he is. Hey, Mike.
Hello. Good
How are you,
morning.
bud?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too. It's been, what, 2 weeks now? 3 weeks?
Yeah, too many weeks, man. Too many weeks.
Too many.
But yes, too many. But we've had, I've had doctor's appointments. I know you went to South Carolina
I
to,
did.
what was it, college visits?
College visits with my baby boy. It was quite
That's
a surreal experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. I
Yeah.
mean, we have doctor's appointments because Christina's pregnant, and I
That's right.
and then like 18 years from now, boom, probably just like that,
Yeah.
kid will be in college.
Blink your eyes twice. And that's when it
Oh
happens.
man, I'm gonna
Yeah.
just
So,
live like this for
yeah,
my
right.
life.
It's crazy. I heard you mention foam rolling. I'm
Yep.
all set up to talk about, I thought we were doing Normatec today.
Oh yeah, I would say whatever, same thing.
All right.
Let's talk
Because
Normatec.
I'm here like with my pants off, waiting to demonstrate Normatec. So
Oh yeah, that's my bad. So let's talk Normatec because so foam rolling is a little it's tricky for a lot of people because it's like active, right? So I've got to get down on the ground. It's like an exercise type of thing. And it,
correct.
works out trigger points and blah blah blah. This thing I heard about from Aaron, who works here. He's like a real fast guy, so he's all like up on all the like latest and greatest stuff. Um, and
Fast
then I
guys
looked
usually
into
are.
it. Yeah, and then I looked into this thing, and it's the craziest looking thing, and it
It's
seems
awesome.
like you don't really do much of anything. So Normatec,
Yeah.
it's like
So
leg sleeve type things that
yeah,
do
I'll show
something.
I'll show you the sleeve in a second, but this is the
Cool.
computer that houses all the technology that um, makes the leg sleeves work. So
Okay.
Normatec is a sequential compression recovery system by the company Hyperice. Hyperice is probably the leading recovery company in the world. They're the
Hmm.
ones that make the Hypervolt
Right, we had that
compression
here at the
massager. I
shop.
think we've talked
Yep.
about. Yeah, they also make vibrating massage balls, and they've got great icing and heating products for joints. They're definitely leading the way in recovery.
Hmm.
They acquired Normatec. Normatec used to be a separate company. HyperX acquired them, so it's now part of their arsenal, which is really cool. They got a lot of great
Hmm.
stuff. We carry all
Yeah,
their
yeah.
stuff at our offices. It's awesome. So
Hmm.
basically, what Normatec does, it's called a sequential compression technology, I guess. So in a
Hmm.
second, I'll put on the sleeves, and we'll kind of show you how easy it is to get set up. But basically, it's used mostly as a recovery technique. But some people who have them at their home will use them as part of their warm up as well, because it's
Interesting.
benefits either way. Yeah. So
Hmm.
basically, if you think about it, what it does, you know, it'll start compressing at the tip of your toes, so the foot. And you've got these
Yep.
long pants on, which I'll put on in a minute. So it
Hmm.
compresses at the foot, then it works its way up the foot, lower leg, and up into the hip. So it's
Hmm.
like squeezing at the foot, does this pulsing thing, then it holds. Then the next
Hmm.
zone a little bit higher around the ankle pulses, while the first zone still holds. And then
Hmm.
the second one holds, then the first
Huh.
one releases, and then the third one pulses. So it kind of squeezes the fluid from your feet and legs and pushes it up towards your hip, which is
Huh.
it makes it easier for the body to get rid of metabolic waste, any
Hmm.
swelling or fluid that builds up, because that kind of stuff happens after every workout to a certain extent. Never mind
Yep.
if there's an injury or something else going on. So basically, you see a lot of runners will, after a tough workout, they'll lie down and put their legs in the air or
Yes, yes, yes.
up against the wall. So basically, doing that
Yep.
to let gravity help push that fluid towards the hip, gets into the
Yeah.
bigger blood vessels, and our body can get rid of it through the circulatory system and lymph nodes and that type of thing.
So
So,
there's actually fluid in there. Because I just like I see these
oh,
people do these things.
in the
No, like
pants.
in your legs, like
Oh
there's
yeah,
actual fluid. Because like I see people do these things, and I'm like,
I'll
yeah,
show
I
you one.
understand it. It's tough for me to like actually visualize
There's actually
fluid.
fluid in
Yeah,
your
like it's
body.
just
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
like floating down into my hips, and it just goes away.
Most of our body is made up of fluid and water. So there's a
Hmm.
lot of it in there, and it's stored in different areas and different cells in different ways. So yeah, there's a lot of fluid in there. There's a buildup of chemical waste products after you work out, like
Hmm.
lactic acid and all these other types of inflammatory chemicals can build up. So this
Hmm.
helps speed the body's
Get them out of
process of
there.
recovering. Yeah, it gets it out of there. And then as a warm up, similar to foam rolling, it increases blood flow. You can actually get more range of motion around a joint because we're taking some fluid out, we're increasing blood flow, we're relaxing some of the muscles. So there's some
Hmm.
pre workout benefits to it, and post workout benefits to it.
Gotcha. All
It's
right.
really
Cool.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
I'm gonna have to unplug the headphones. So hopefully you guys will still be able to hear me, and then I'll jump into the Normatec, and you can ask some more questions, and we'll show you how it's done real quick. Sound good?
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I gotcha, man.
All right. So these are the Normatec sleeves. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put those on first. They're called boots, but they're more like pants.
Yeah, I would imagine it goes all the way up to your waist there, right?
Yeah. So there's 5 different zones within the pant, and you can. What's great about the computer is you can put extra focus on one zone or another. For someone who's not very tall, you can shut off the top zones because it gets really constrictive.
Hmm.
And if you want to be, if I have short legs, it'll be really constricted up into my nether region, which you might not want to get too restricted.
No, we don't want to restrict that. Looks like one of our viewers actually used this last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's kind of
Awesome.
cool. It's something that I kind of wish I was able to get to your office today and actually try out. Like the dry needling episode, I kind of
Yeah.
wish I was able to get
I'll
there
tell
to
you
put
what,
these suckers on, you know?
rain check anytime you want. They're here
All
for you.
right, cool. Good to know.
All right. So I know it might be backwards in the viewer there, but this is what the
Yeah.
computer looks like. So there's a picture of the legs. We can control the zones. There's 7 different pressures that you can do. It's set at level 3 for 20 minutes. We're just going to hit go. And I
Hmm.
don't know if you can hear that little hum that's starting.
Yep, yep.
So right now it's going to calibrate the system. So everything's going to fill up and actually
Hmm.
going to get accustomed to the shape of my leg. And then
Yeah,
it's going to start. You won't be able to see it, but you'll see it inflate in a second. But then it'll
yep.
start that sequential compression working its way up.
Interesting. And
Yeah.
so does it do, so it's not exactly the same thing as like a foam roller or whatever.
Yeah. No.
No,
You can
so
get
like
similar
the,
benefits.
hmm
There's similar benefits, but it's this is the most lazy technique that we have, lazy modality we have, because I'm doing it right now. And I can just sit back and relax and let Normatec do its thing.
yeah,
A lot of pro sports teams. I don't think there's a pro athlete or a pro sports team that hasn't used these. I
yeah,
mean, they're everywhere.
right.
And a lot of these pro teams have recovery rooms where they'll try to like dim lights and
Hmm.
they'll have maybe an iPad to look at post game films while you're getting recovered. A lot
Yep.
of them have nice, comfortable recliner chairs, and guys are just hanging out, getting decompressed.
That's crazy. So Brian here says that you most definitely deserve the boots because you probably had a hard workout this morning. Is that
Who
true?
said that?
Did
Is that
Brian
Brian?
Gumkowski? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my boy Brian.
Did
He,
you
he,
actually have a hard workout this morning or no?
I did not have a hard workout this morning. I started my first patient at 6:15 this morning, so I'll work out later on.
Oh, gotcha.
But Brian, of all people, who's been doing triathlons for 25 years probably, I don't even know how long.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's got some experience in these. And guys that work out seriously like he does, he needs these.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see it kind of filled up with air now?
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's like 2 standard poodles hugging your legs right now.
It sounds fantastic. I imagine it feeling like a blood pressure cuff or something.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't get to that quite pressure where it's not going to include the blood flow. But right
Hmm.
now, the level 3 is a very comfortable hug. I don't know how well you guys can see, but
Hmm.
they're filled up. It's all the way up to the top here. It's finishing
Yep.
its calibration. And then it's going to just run through that process. Zone 1 is going to pulse.
Yep.
Then zone 2 is going to pulse. Zone 1 is going to hold.
Hmm.
Then zone 3 is going to pulse. Zone 2 is going to hold. Zone 1 will then release. And then it kind of works its way up in those segments like that all the way up to the top. And then it starts
Wow.
over again, works its way up. Yeah, you gotta go
Interesting.
try it. First time I
Yeah.
tried, yeah, first time I tried these, I met these guys at a some sort of fitness conference I was at years ago, and I'd never heard of them. And I was standing
Hmm.
on a cement conference floor for hours. My legs were tired. It was the end of the
Yep.
night. It threw me in these for 20 minutes as I was talking to the guy.
Yeah.
I felt like I ran a 10K right then and there. Like it felt awesome. And
Wow.
then
Really?
they were just starting to get popular. And of course, I'm talking about I want to bring these back. And I started name dropping some of the runners I'm working with. And the
Yeah.
salesman takes out his cell phone. He's like, hey, there's LeBron James. There's Kobe Bryant. He's like one pro athlete after the next. And
Yeah.
pictures of them. I'm like,
That's
all right,
awesome.
I see
Yeah.
people hear about it.
That's funny. So like they can do you have like a background where you could talk about like the chemistry of it? Like how does my body get rid of this stuff?
So it does naturally. It can happen. So what we're
Yeah.
doing is these are mimicking and enhancing your natural recovery process. So things
Okay.
like just elevating your foot, post race massage, post workout foam rolling, all those things are just trying to make us better at recovering. Because we're
Right.
pushing, as athletes and humans, we're pushing our bodies to the limits more and more. The
Hmm.
bar gets raised, PRs, world records keeps going up. So we need ways to recover properly so we can handle
Hmm.
the next workout and continue to perform at a higher level. So as far as the chemistry behind it, I can't really talk to the chemistry of it all, but there is
Hmm.
this buildup of fluid and waste that the body through lymph nodes and circulation will help get rid of. So
Yep.
by moving all this stuff closer to my larger blood vessels in the center of my body, it gets
Hmm.
dispersed much more efficiently.
Okay. Got it. Like dilutes it or whatever.
It gets those bigger vessels that can take on more of it. It's like trying to
Yeah.
flush your toilet through a straw, or trying to flush it through the 3-inch stream. Like it should be that
Yeah.
way,
Yeah.
all right?
All right. I
I think
got it.
I think you'll be more efficient using the pipe rather than a straw.
Much more so. Yes.
Don't
Absolutely.
try it. You don't have to try it, but I can almost
Yeah.
guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's good to know.
I'm going to
So
stop this because
yeah.
I'm getting it's hard to hear. But
Hmm.
that's them, man. It's relaxing. It's easy.
That's awesome.
It's very good. So clinics like mine, we use them sometimes post treatment. We have people come in and they rent them by the time slot.
Hmm.
Usually 20 to 30 minutes is all you need.
Yeah.
Uh, and we've got people that buy them for their homes.
Yeah.
Then
How
it's
much
just
does some of these, how much does this like cost? So maybe like how much does it cost to get one for me in my
yeah,
house? How much do I have to pay if I want to stop by and use it for like 20, 30 minutes or something?
yeah, great question. So we do $10 a session, anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. You have it for a full 30-minute window. And to buy one, and I could be wrong, but I think it's like $1,995 to get a kit with the leg sleeves, and I believe it's the same module that I have. Now they
Hmm.
have other sleeves. They have upper body sleeves. They've got pelvic ones. I
Wow.
would guarantee that 95% of what they sell are the leg sleeves. We have all
Yeah.
of them here. So we've had like post-op elbow patients, and they get a lot of swelling. So we'll put
Uh-huh.
this. Honestly, it's kind of weird because your arms are kind of stuck up like this, and that's
Yeah.
for the whole torso. But it works. Again, it's just speeding up the recovery and getting rid of the swelling.
Wow. So have you ever put anybody in like all of them at once?
Um, no, I think that might be dangerous.
That sounds like it would be pretty rough.
I think it'd be like one of those squeeze stress toys where their eyes will pop out.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, I probably
Oh,
wouldn't do that.
goodness. Well, cool. Well, thanks for showing me all that. And I think it's kind of a cool tool for any athlete, really. But
Yeah.
for runners specifically, I know after a hard race or maybe like a marathon or whatever. I can barely walk. I'm sure strapping those suckers on helps that
Absolutely.
out.
Yeah. So we noticed like when we see most of our rentals is when a lot of the local marathons, we're getting close to the marathons and people are hitting their highest mileage. All of a sudden, we
Oh,
have people
yep,
coming in, on the Mondays after their long runs to do it, and then post
yep,
marathon, like the local ones, they're trying to jump in and get recovered that week.
yeah, makes sense.
So if you ever want
Cool.
to try it, come on in. Any local listeners, if you guys want to come for a demo, just mention Eric Lonergan,
Hey,
and we'll give you a
right.
demo.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thanks. I know you got to get out of here, so we'll wrap this sucker up. And it's good to be back to coffee talk, even though I got tea today. But
I didn't even cheers you. Cheers.
cheers, my friend.
All right.
Good episode, and I plan on being back here next week if you're cool with it.
I plan on it as well. I think
All
we're
right.
good. And then,
Great, man.
yeah, if we want to do the foam rolling or something next time, or whatever the topic is, we'll pick something hopefully entertaining and useful for people.
Sounds good, man.
All right. See ya. Bye,
All right.
everybody.
Thanks. We'll see ya.